Da-da-da. Stream. Who did it? I wonder if I've been late. I think probably. My daughter was in that. What the fuck? 60,000, that's like nothing. What the fuck? Is that 60,000 to not release it or what? Why does it say I'm still offline? No, it was just lagging. I've done too much walking and too much standing up today. I'm still figuring out what I can actually do after, like, crashing for a bit. Because it seems like I'm able to do way less now. I'm so tired all the time. Seems like it's really managed my health's fault, isn't it? Like, they're the ones who had bad cybersecurity. How can you say, oh, it's the fault of the hacker? Well, I mean, the hacker leaks the stuff, but the hacker doesn't make them have bad cybersecurity, do they? I'm hungry, but I can't really eat until 4. God, why does Fortnite do this stupid shit? Get off my fucking screen. I ordered McDonald's last night, and that used up like 5,000 kilojoules out of 7,000 something, so... Yeah. Why does it not stay on mute? I don't understand. And then go back. It's on mute, right? Am I really quiet? I can't even hear it, like, when it was not on mute. so not relevant to me. I can't even walk. Can't even do shit. Stupid ass life. It's so bad, bro. Getting a diagnosis. Is it gonna make it to like everyone's neurodiverse at some point? I swear that's gonna be the way it goes forward. That seems like nurse practitioners working in pediatric services can diagnose. That seems a bit absurd. Like, a nurse isn't even like. Are they even a proper like doctor? Maybe nurse practitioner means doctor like. I still think that's kind of weird. It's just ADHD. Everyone's gonna have ADHD at some point. I swear, they're so um like forward on diagnosing people with that shit. It's crazy. They're gonna push it on people who don't actually have it. I guarantee it. You know, that's way too expensive, obviously. Psychiatrists are always ripping people off, I swear. Funny how they get so much for these things that it just happen to be popular. They're not actually, it's not extremely severe. Most of the time, ADHD is not like absolutely debilitating as other things are, but it gets a lot of public support because so many people apparently have it. It's kind of annoying that that's the case. You'd think that a lot of the support would go to like the worst stuff and it just doesn't. Why is this taking so long? It's been over 5 minutes. What the fuck? This game is so slow. Bro. I joke about like sub 3 minutes. This is over 5. It's been over 5 minutes. It's just sitting there and not downloading. I hear about ADHD all the time, autism a lot. But, yeah, like, much worse things don't get as much attention. It's crazy. Fucking crazy, bro. Like, the worst of ADHD is, like, maybe they get addicted to drugs. And, they don't do well in school. And, like, organization is difficult. It's one of these things, though, with, like, fucking retarded people end up, like, saying, oh, maybe I've got ADHD, and it's, like, extremely obvious that they don't. You know? That's another part of it. It's not one of the worst things you can have, and it gets a lot of attention. A lot of stupid people go around saying, oh, maybe I've got it, and it's, like, very obvious that they don't, right? How is this using so much RAM? And, I mean, I think, honestly, this will probably just lead to them over-diagnosing people. There's already a tendency to be like, my child's not doing well in school, he must have a mental condition. You know, he must have an autism or ADHD or whatever. They pick one of the common ones and then force you onto drugs for it. Right? How can it be this common, seriously? It seems surprising that this is like, you know, uh, is it because of modern living? Is modern living just complicated? I can't understand how so many people can have these conditions and, is it a recent thing or is it not? You know, that's kind of what I think is, like, you know, obviously people in the past historically wouldn't have been treated for it, but assumedly, I don't know, but assumedly, what I'm assuming they say is it's always been around. So it's kind of like, well, if it's always been around, how did these people manage historically? I don't think, is there any evidence that it even has existed historically? I don't know. But they say it does today, so that's kind of irrelevant. It just seems like this neurodivergence thing, neurodiversity thing, is like everyone's fucking getting something. It's like a thing to do for a lot of people. I'm not saying that people don't have it, and that they can't be affected by it at all. But I do think that there are a lot of people who are kind of just jumping on the, oh, I want to be diagnosed, it makes me part of a group bullshit. You know, like, so many people say, oh, I'm autistic, or I've got ADHD, and they just don't. You know, they just don't. They don't, you know, when diagnosis is based on symptoms alone, um, you can kind of, I mean, you could literally just learn what the symptoms are, go to the doctor, claim that you've got them, and there would be nothing to stop you from getting a diagnosis and and getting medication, because that's literally all you have to do, basically. is all you have to do. Is, tell the symptoms. This is not working, is it? This is not loading. It's been, like, 10 minutes. Fortnite is such a piece of shit, bro, honestly. And you say, well, chronic fatigue syndrome's like that. Yes, but the thing about chronic fatigue syndrome is they don't give you medication for it. You're not allowed to be given medication for it, basically, because they say, well, you know, we don't know if you actually have it or not. We can't give you medication for it, right? Fuck off. Why are you saying it's untrusted? It's not. What is this doing? Untrusted? What the fuck are you doing? Why is this even on? Why is Defender even on? Turn it off. What the fuck is it doing? Is that why it wouldn't load? See, I always thought it was if you can't reasonably prove, like, materially that these people have a condition, you shouldn't be, like, giving them drugs for it. Right? That's kind of what I thought. But then apparently when it comes to neurodiversity and mental illness, they give people drugs for things that they can't actually reliably prove that the people have, aside from symptoms alone. Secondly, when it comes to mental illness, they're allowed to forcibly make these people take medication, even though they cannot prove that the people have the conditions that they claim that they have. So it's like, it's crazy. They can actually force people to take it against their will, even though they don't have actual objective material evidence that the people have these sicknesses that they claim that they do. It's crazy. Because people always say, oh, we can't give people these medications for ME/CFS because we don't know if they've actually got it or not. We can't prove that they actually have ME/CFS, so we can't give you medication because, you know, we could be giving it to a random person who doesn't actually have this sickness. That's what they say. And then ADHD comes along and they give these people stimulants, which are otherwise illegal, for them basically just claiming that they've got the symptoms that relate to ADHD. How is that different to ME/CFS? You've got psychiatrists forcibly drugging people for mental illnesses that only they claim that the people have. The person themselves doesn't have to claim that they have it, doesn't have to report any symptoms. The psychiatrist just decides the person has symptoms and decides that they're going to be taking medication for the symptoms which the person himself doesn't even say that they have. Which is like even further disconnected. It may as well not exist. You can't prove it. I was always of the point, if you can't reliably, materially prove that the person has a sickness, you can't drug them for it. You can't give them drugs. That's what I've always thought. But apparently that's not true at all, and ME/CFS is just an exception where they say, well, you guys don't get any drugs. Right? Even though, like, you look at the symptoms, and the symptoms are there. The people claim the symptoms. I go to the doctor. I tell them I've told them years ago, many times, I've got the symptoms of ME/CFS. Can I get some drugs for it? I've asked that many times. Is there anything you can give me? Every time they say no. Why is it a no? Why is it no? It's not because no medication that might help exists. It's because they just refuse to give people with ME/CFS any kind of medication to manage or help or treat the sickness. Nothing can treat it. Some things can make it slightly worse, though. The thing is, doctors don't... Either they don't know about that, or they know about it and they say, well, we just don't want to give you drugs because we can't prove that you actually have this sickness. Which is funny because there is as much proof of someone going to the doctor and saying they have ME/CFS as there is based on symptoms as there is someone with ADHD. But people with ADHD get the drugs and they get the diagnosis, and people with ME/CFS get nothing. So, explain to me how that works. It's bullshit. You want the explanation? It's fucking bullshit. Based off of societal stuff. Stuff to do with society. It's bullshit, and it's based on how society operates. Society has decided that people with ADHD get medication, but people with ME/CFS, they don't even know that people with ME/CFS exist, first of all. Second of all, they've decided that people with ME/CFS don't actually need medication. Shouldn't get medication, in other words. If I go to my doctor and I ask him for stimulants, do you think he's going to give them to me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely no, he isn't. Every time I come with concerns, that's pretty cool. Is that traversal? No. Every time I come to the doctor with concerns, do they help me out? Like, with medication or something? No. And you think, are the doctors just really ignorant? Yes, they are, when it comes to ME/CFS. And or is it also that they just won't give you the stuff that you ask for, even if you give them evidence that it helps people with ME/CFS? That is actually also true. This is like a person with ADHD going to the doctor. They get diagnosed with ADHD. I've been diagnosed with ME/CFS multiple times for years, right? This is like them going with their ADHD diagnosis and the doctor says, oh, actually, I don't want to give you stimulants because they just don't want to, you know? That's how it is. That's how it is. Unfortunately, my doctor's really good at, like, everything else, but when it comes to ME/CFS, they're not very good. They don't know anything about it. People say that low-dose naltrexone works. I'd like to try it out if so many people say that it works, but I don't think I'll be able to do that because I'd have to get my doctor to give it to me. I don't think he's going to want to do that, you know? They always talk you out of it. Then it's not just talk you out of it, it's they talk you down, as in, like, that's not a good idea, and then they say, I'm not going to do it. And then you are stuck. Fucking hell. This isn't even plugged in. No wonder it wasn't charging. Bro, why is my head cut off? Do you know how many... I've been to the doctor and been like desperately... This useless doctor I used to have ages ago. Like years and years ago. I went to the doctor and I'm like desperately... Is there anything you can give me to make it better? Doctors haven't even recommended like pacing to me, literally. Doctors haven't even recommended pacing to me, which is insane. They know literally like next to nothing. Like, you can educate yourself extremely better by just doing searches on the internet as compared to a medical professional, because these doctors just don't know anything. They don't know anything about ME/CFS. It's crazy. Even though, like, compared to how bad it is, and again, this is the thing, the doctors don't actually seem to think it's that bad. They think, oh, it's not great, but it's manageable. It's like, no, it's not. You're thinking of chronic fatigue. Chronic fatigue is not great, but it's manageable. Chronic fatigue syndrome is fucking awful and severe a lot of the time and is fucking terrible. It's not chronic fatigue. It's not some minor thing which hardly impacts me. It's severe and extreme and impacts literally every aspect of my fucking life. It's not some minor thing which is just like kind of a little bit difficult to deal with and all this other bullshit. That's not it. Crazy. That's how they think. They think it's just some minor thing, literally. Fair play. Almost got him. Okay, I got severe lag. Holy shit, what's wrong with those? Oh my fucking god. It's just like frozen. What is it doing? Holy shit. I'm just using a text editor. Why is my computer fucking itself up so badly? So bad. I don't understand why. Oh my fucking god, stop lagging. What is wrong with this? What is wrong with this thing? Look at... It's so laggy. It's so fucking laggy, it's unbelievable. Jesus Christ. Close all of those. I don't need all these Reddit tabs open. Have I got a bunch of Reddit tabs open here? Fucking lag. It's just not working? Huh? It just doesn't work? What? Is this stupid? Hello? This is fucking stupid. This computer's stupid. Look at this. I hold shift. I click another tab. It's just not working. What the fuck? Is it shift or control? Neither one works. Look at this shit. It's literally not allowing me to use functions. Functions of the computer I can't use. It's shift. You hold shift and it selects multiple tabs in between the ones that you click on. Which it isn't allowing me to do. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? It's not allowing me to do that. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Jesus Christ. This piece of shit computer is constantly breaking itself. It's insane. It's a combination of... Fucking hell. Piece of shit. Severe ignorance and the argument that if we can't prove you have it, this is the thing. They don't... Why do they not have to prove that people with ADHD reliably and materially have ADHD to give them medication? But with ME/CFS they say, well, we can't prove it, so we can't give you drugs for it. How does that work? Why does it go like that? Why does the doctor say, I can't give you anything for ME/CFS, not because things don't exist, but because they can't prove that you have it? But then a person with ADHD will just claim symptoms, do tests which are just questionnaires, which you could do for ME/CFS and they answer the questions right. And then they give them drugs. They give them illegal drugs, stimulants, which are illegal. They're not just prescription only, they are not legal. Like, they are, like... Well, they are prescription only, but they are drugs which otherwise are, like, very close to, like, methamphetamine. They're amphetamines, which are illegal. They're illegal without a doctor's prescription, right? And not just because they don't want people to hurt themselves, but because the medication itself is like a drug. It's like a recreational drug type medication, which just happens to be helpful for ADHD. It's like giving people marijuana for pain. You can go in and claim, oh, I've got pain. And sometimes, if you go to the right doctor, they'll give you marijuana type stuff for it. Like THC or cannabis type stuff. Which is fucking crazy. But when it comes to ME/CFS, they won't even give you low dose naltrexone on an extremely low dose to help with the symptoms. They won't even do that. Why? It's insane. What do you do, Paisang? I have fine sleep. It's not restorative, but I do sleep enough. It's the thing that the fucking doctors don't take you seriously when you have chronic fatigue syndrome. They don't take you seriously at all. It's crazy. Like, they really don't take you seriously. It's seen as a like, oh yeah, I guess you've got that, but also they know nothing about it. They don't know anything about treatment, management. I have never heard from a doctor, try pacing. I had to learn that through, like, I would just push myself and get worse. I had to learn that from people online who have chronic fatigue syndrome and organizations associated with it, that that's what you have to do. But a doctor has never told me to do that. It's insane. Doctors never told me to pace or don't push yourself. The doctors never said that to me. They've said nothing. And in fact, the diagnosis is really poor in New Zealand. They just say fatigue for 6 months. That's not what chronic fatigue syndrome is. It doesn't even say PEM. That's like chronic fatigue. That's not chronic fatigue syndrome. Which I think I would not be surprised if they've put it down as chronic fatigue either, which it's not. And the really funny thing, which is that I've actually got the sickness benefit is more to do with the mental illness they've diagnosed me with, which they apparently think is more severe than chronic fatigue syndrome, which is extremely debilitating and a disabling condition as opposed to a mental illness, which is not. Mental illnesses are just not as bad most of the time, seriously. But the New Zealand government takes them much more seriously than they take ME/CFS. It's insane. People actually went to the government and said, can you please consider ME/CFS as a disability, as a proper disability? And they said no. And they took a year to say no. They took a year to get around to it and said, no, we're not furthering this. It's fucking crazy. One of the worst conditions for quality of life, and you won't even consider it a fucking disability, is crazy, bro. I have disability. I don't even have it as bad as a lot of people. It's disabling for me. It's just like being in a wheelchair. Seriously, it's worse than that. I'd rather be in a wheelchair. People in wheelchairs can still do stuff. I can't. It's crazy. Actually crazy, honestly. Fucking bullshit. I've got brain fog, so I should try low dose naltrexone. The amount of retarded people will tell you, like, oh, you can just work your way up. It's like, you're fucking retarded, first of all. Second of all, you fucking can't. Anyone who thinks that is a complete retard and has no understanding of ME/CFS at all whatsoever. I'm on propanolol. It's for restless legs. Isn't this a hair loss thing? No, it's something else. Amphetamines. See, I don't think my doctor would let me have any of this stuff, bro. Stimulants can mask limits and increase crashes, yeah. Antihistamines, mast cell stabilizers, antivirals. What are my main issues? Tiredness. constant tiredness. I've tried this one. It didn't work for me really. I didn't feel better. It just felt weird. Yeah, this is what these retarded fucking psychiatrist people years and years ago recommended to me. And I said it at the time. This is like blaming people for being sick and saying, oh, if you just change your mindset, you'll get better. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, none of that shit works. I hate rest. I hate rest so much. I get so mentally bored, it's painful. I don't know if I've got ADHD, but if I'm doing nothing, it's like it hurts. It makes my head hurt. I can't do nothing. I can't lie down and do nothing. It drives me insane. Low dose naltrexone, okay. The thing is, you can't get low dose naltrexone. You can't buy it yourself. You have to go to the doctor, and I'm pretty sure the doctor isn't going to give it to me because he's gonna say, I don't think you need this. Aren't you fine without it? No. Am I fine without it? No. They don't take it seriously. They think I'm fine. I'm not fine. This is fucking awful. All the time, this is fucking awful. I'm severely debilitated all the time. All the time, it's debilitating. It is so bad all the time. You just can't see it, and so you say, oh, it doesn't exist. Yes, it does. And it's fucking terrible. This is insane. And they don't get it, and they think, oh, it's not that bad, it's just a little thing. It's not a little thing, it's extreme. It's a fucking terrible life. Fucking hate this shit. I want it to get better, yet they don't even allow me to do that. They don't even allow me to improve at all because they won't let me take the medication that I would like to take. in order to improve, which is recommended by people who actually have the sickness that I've got. I can't take antidepressants. They interact with the medication I'm on. You're gonna tell me that low-dose naltrexone interacts with the medications I'm on for other stuff as well? I've had hand tremor for like forever. I wanna eat some food. This is so boring. I'm guaranteeing it'll get denied. I've had everything else ever denied. Every time I've ever asked for anything else, it's been denied if it has to do with chronic fatigue syndrome. That's how it's always been. Seriously. It's surprising if you even get a doctor who actually believes it exists. I'm not in Australia, it's just my VPN. 'Kilojoules have I got today? $2,900. Bro, this is bullshit. I kind of have to wait until 8. This is so stupid. I kind of have to wait until 8 p.m. Literally. Fucking hell. Try asking the mental support worker guy. He seems to be interested in getting me improved. Funny how you have to basically find a doctor that will prescribe you with this stuff because it's off-label. Why is it off-label? If they know it helps, why don't they just do a study and figure it out and then recommend it? I don't understand. If it helps people, why don't they just do a study and then recommend it to people? It's so weird. How is he doing it? I'm hungry. Stupid ass fucking article. He was resisting arrest, wasn't it? Or is this not real? It's from the New York Times. Why do they even serve in Australia wrong? So stupid, all this media companies called stuff. That's what Jacinda Ardern said, bro. We will not allow housing prices to fall. Yeah, fuck everyone who doesn't own one, I guess. Jesus Christ, she was terrible. The person after her was just also fucking terrible. This is insane. That's sad. I'm hungry. I hate being tired all the time. I'm sure I've seen this before. This family's place before. Something else broke. Maybe the houses just look alike. Dum dum, dum dum. I wonder if this is coal. It's probably just boring. Three more hours and then I can have my dinner. Had to skip lunch because I had a big breakfast last night. Lost after 12. Top sellers, CS2 can. What is that? That's a top seller? What? Scam which I've never heard of before. Okay. Arc Riders. Battlefield 6 was such a fucking ripoff. It was so expensive and I don't even like it. $9.59. That's cheap. Cheap ass game. $8.73 for Fallout 4. I paid like $80 in 2016 for a pre-order on G2A. That's crazy, bro. Still around. Bro, that was 10 years ago. It's been 10 years since they made a Fallout game. What's Bethesda been doing, bro? They put out that shitty ass Starfield or something. Fallout 76, that's right. Oblivion Remaster, I didn't like it. I couldn't get into it, it was just boring to me. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, $130, what a ripoff, bro. These prices are too damn high. Boom, 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 boom. Earthloop. I remember people saying that looked cool. Fallout 76. Where is this one set? Doesn't say. Oh, Ohio. Games are too expensive, bro. Seriously. You play it and it's just grind. I want to play something though. Fortnite it is. Animal Crossing. The women seem to like that a lot. What do you play it on? Is there a PC version? Holy shit. Holy shit. This gotta be closed, bro. You're fucking on my computer bad, bro. Get off. Get off, get off, get off, get off. Click, click. Oh my god, this is stupid. No, I don't want to open it. I want you to close. Stupid ass fucking thing. Look at this shit. There we go. Women's games and games popular with women. Some casual stuff, right? Like that unboxing game. What's that like? Unpacking, it's called. Oh, $30. Bruh, it's 5 years old. 4 years old. Zen puzzle game, pulling possessions out of boxes and fitting them into a new home. Dwarf Romantic, what is this? It's 79. Strategy puzzle game, recreate landscape, colorful biomes. I know Dead by Daylight's popular. Girl gamers. Life is Strange, my favorite game. Pig. Damn, I haven't played that one, even though I've got it. Those are all story games. The Sims, I find the Sims kind of boring. Like Life is Strange, Dragon Age. Bejeweled, Candy Crush, Words with Friends. Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing. What do you play that on? Why is someone saying womp womp? I think I've seen this post before ages ago. Maybe Genshin Impact. What am I supposed to be doing? Fuck. Siberia or whatever it was called. I'm so mentally tired, bro. $3. Is it scary? Is it scary? Yeah, you can run it on Steam Deck. That's pretty cool. Gripping script, rich characters, film-like camera angles, puzzles. Probably just tire me out mentally though, that's the thing. I don't know if it's different if I'm streaming and I don't focus on it so much, but... This is like ancient. Weird. Study International, what is that? Huh? Oh, right, Genshin Impact. Is it gonna say games? Loving not playing that. I'm not playing that, bro. 11 Deep Space is a Gono game, bro. Fantasy Neki, okay. Is it free? It probably doesn't run on my computer. Next. Control yourself. I'll add it to my wish list. Stardew Valley, okay. Pick. Unpacking, see? I knew it. Animal Crossing, I don't have a Switch. Slime Rancher. 40. Overwhelmingly positive, okay. What do you actually do? Wrangle slimes. Okay. That seems kinda cool. There's a demo. Oh, I was just thinking, man, if only I could play the game without actually paying for it a little bit. Okay, that worked the second time. Slime Rancher, Genshin Impact. See, I know what I'm talking about, bro. The Sims. I used to play The Sims and then haven't played it in years. It just kind of bores me now. I feel like I've done everything in it, you know? Maybe The Sims 4? I played 5 hours. That's actually not a tiny amount. I'm gonna make a I'm gonna make a Go Gamer community. Some shit like that. I'm bored of this other stuff. It's so boring, bro. Seriously. So boring. Save the screenshots. Tenth of the 12th. No, 10th of the 11th. 2022. Control yourself. Take only what you need from it. Zelda is also only on Nintendo. Candy Crush, is it on PC? It's so boring though, that's not fun. How was Candy Crush fun, bro? Matching gems. Download it from the Microsoft Store. Okay. Among Us! Among Us! Among Us! Okay. Candy Crush. Soda, Friends, Jelly. Just the original for me. I remember my grandmother used to play one of those. She used to play the jam ones. I remember Bejeweled. That was the classic, right? Bejeweled. This could be fun. Hey, I'm getting into women's stuff. We'll see. Could be cool. Could be goated. Claire Obscure. This is recent. No, they just updated it this month. That's crazy. Women-only universities is weird, bro. Why is that a thing? Like, why are they allowed to gender segregate in universities? Surely they're only in backwards countries, right? Like South Korea and shit. South Korea, Japan. There's one in the UK. What the fuck? That's so weird, bro. Another one in the UK. I think. South Korea. Saudi Arabia. Yeah, you're not in good company, guys. Surprised they even have a women's university in Saudi Arabia. Guess it's not Afghanistan. Could always do worse. Another South Korea. Fucking bullshit, bro. Is it like they don't allow any men or they just don't like men and they only let a few in or something like that? Ba 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 da 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 da. I'm tired, man. No, I'm actually mentally exhausted. Holy shit. How was that Sykkuno guy playing Animal Crossing on the PC? How was he doing that? He was plugging his Nintendo Switch in or something. I lost some weight. Lost about 5 kgs. Almost 5 kgs. This music is awful, bro. I wonder what I should do here. Fuck off with those. Why is it telling me what to do? Can I turn the fucking sound off? Why have we got a Star of David? It's not a Star of David. Weird as hell. It looks like one of you kind of sitting far back and you blow your eyes about. Who the fuck is this? That's it? Now he's a puppet. You do levels, why can't I just do an endless one? Escape the stress of today. Isn't that dystopian? What? What does it want me to do here? I don't even know what these are. The fuck? How did that work? I don't even know. Bro, stop telling me what to do. Watch, it'll tell me again. You just sit here and it tells you what to do. What's the point of the game, bro? This is lame. God's sake. Sugar rush. Speaking of sugar, it's actually 0 sugar. I'm going to sleep. This is boring as hell, bro. Give me a challenge. Tasty. Let me figure it out myself, come on. Still telling me what to do. I thought you're supposed to pay for hints or something. Do you have a limited number of moves? Yeah, you do. Okay. Delicious. This is real intellectual flies now. It's time to quit. That was boring as hell. Unpen. Why would I want that though? Dreamfall. Yeah, I'm jaded. The sums. Of course the sums. Okay. I find the sums a bit boring. And it's so expensive buying all the DLC. I'm gonna pirate it, bro. Not even joking. See, I never knew that The Sims was a female game. I just played it because I thought it was cool. And it was fun and I enjoyed it. And then I found out later that, like, heaps of girls were into it. That was weird. I didn't know that. That was ages ago. That was, like, back in, like, 2014 or something. It actually might have been 2013. I'm not sure. FIFA and GTA 5. GTA 5 is so boring though. Let's play this Slime Rancher demo. What? Bro, what is this doing? Wait, what's my hearts go up to? Oh, it does go up to 144. I used to be a hardcore gamer, then I quit. I got so much. What are Christopher Booker's narrative frameworks? Okay. Dream game. RPG. RPGs are kind of fun. Real time is too annoying. It's too much work. Stressful. That's interesting. Transformation and focus on redemption. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, game one. It's 2.5 hours before I can have my dinner. Fuck this shit. That's what I get for eating McDonald's at 3 a.m. That was 5,000 something kilojoules. I've only got like 3,000 left. Stupid. I hate The Witcher, bro. I heard multiple women are into it. I hate it. I hate The Witcher so much. So bad. Night in the Woods. There's another game. W move left, move forward, A move left. No. What's happened? Oh. Oh no. Shoot slimes through a corral barrier into the corral on the ranch. What is a plort? Oh, sick. What? It's a manufacturing thing. Oh, I'm really tired. I don't think I can play this right now. Ay, ay, ay. Life is Strange. Dead by Daylight. Dragon Age. I hate having MXFS, it's bullshit. Stupid ass fucking illness. Game always needs an update, bro. Seriously. Jesus Christ. 1 hour. Fuck this shit. I just updated it like a month ago. It probably won't even run. Why was he banned though? Because all these Destiny fans in LSF reported him or something. What was he banned for? This is boring. It's not fun. I can't do like fun shit because it tires me out mentally. So I don't do it, and then I get bored. Fuck this. Why do I have to feel bored for doing nothing? Then, if I do most the things that would make me not bored, I get really mentally tired. I'm already mentally tired. Because my stupid walk for 10,000 steps tires me out for the rest of the day. It's bullshit. And I've hardly eaten since 3 AM in the morning. I've only had a Celsius and a little bit of chicken. This is so fake. What is Iron Lung, bro? That looks disgusting. What the fuck is that? Horror, horror, horror. This is so boring. Maybe, what's it called? Stardew Valley, yeah, maybe not. I think I'm too mentally fatigued. That's pretty gross. Parks of having personal stuff. Is this AI? It's gonna be something stupid. Sex reference is always a sex reference, bro. What a waste of resources. I thought Artemis was gonna be all women. Okay, so they don't even know who's gonna be on it. Artemis 2? Did they not do this? Did they do it or what? No, they flew, but they... Did they go to the moon? No, they didn't, right? Artemis 2, February 6th, okay. Lunar flyby. Uncrowed. I thought it was gonna be an all-women thing. But no, apparently not. That's why they called it Artemis. Because it's a female thing, you know? Oh. Time is at 6. Yeah, what the fuck are these things, bro? There's someone who does one of those on our street, actually. It's like, it's not a car. Why is it on the road? It shouldn't be on the footpath either. It's insane. Bro, why'd she have it in her mouth? What the fuck? This is so boring, bro. Holy shit, that seems dangerous. These people didn't even make it down the first part. Anyone gonna make it? That doesn't really seem like a tandem bike. Who's gonna make it to the end? They did. Way. Time is like 10 more hours, bro. Fuck this shit. Du, 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 du. Why would they be inside of it, bro? That seems like such a stupid thing to do. What the fuck? So dangerous. Valorant shades and accounts. Fuck off, bro. I want a Herman Miller, bro. That'd be so cool. Best chair money can buy, apparently. It's crazy, bro. Don't save us, she don't wanna be saved. So much of rap is just misogynistic shit, I swear. What is the context though? This is so boring, bro. Wow. I gotta eat. Got so many tabs up. Seems dangerous. What the fuck? Isn't it gonna like aid you? RAM is not that expensive, bro. That was weird, I got disconnected for a couple of seconds. That was weird. This is, whoops. I keep saying this ad. Doing some study. What am I gonna have for dinner? Can of lentils. Some seasoning, like a paste. And maybe a bit of chicken. Now it's bleeding? What is this, a fighter or something? Some fucking idiot slamming the door. Because Stalin was a bunch of bullshit who ignored theory anyway. Spends more on tax breaks for landlords than social housing, homelessness, and rent assistance combined. Isn't that fucking crazy? It's probably the same in New Zealand. They've done tax breaks for landlords in New Zealand as part of the most recent fucking government. You've got these people, so many people, they have millions in assets, they own multiple houses. And meanwhile, some people can't even afford rent. Like me, I can't afford to rent privately, basically. Maybe flatting, but flatting is fucking awful. And a lot of people flat because they want to save money. I would have to flat because I can't really afford single rent. It's fucking crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy, bro. Formative ally. That can't be real, bro. Maybe I'll eat dinner early. I usually... I wanted to wait until 8 to have my meal, but... Barack Obama doesn't want to be president again, bro. What is this a photo of? Yeah, I'm gonna have food now, so probably stop stream. Might do something else for about